Hey guys, today I want to talk about Final Fantasy XIV. Specifically, Endwalker 6.0, and what I'm looking forward to coming from it. You can hear Cobley, you can see Cobley. But first off, I'm a Black Mage main, so obviously I'm looking for, big, massive massive, explosions, massive damage. I don't really know where Black Mage could go from here. It's in such a good position. It feels very fluid and fun to play. And I'm not honestly too sure what they could do beyond more like finishers. Upgrades to Thunder would be nice. A new fire upgrade. A new flare upgrade actually would be really nice. Like Giga Flare maybe? I don't know. Something that's stronger so that, I don't know, some kind of really strong finishing move. We're going to be level 90 at the end. I feel like that's, obviously 100 would be the big one, you would think, but since the story's ending with 6.0, or rather the Hydaelyn Zodiark arc is ending, it kind of feels appropriate that we're gonna be getting strong abilities, which I'm just taking for granted because it happens every expansion. You get like one big great ability. Second, what I'm most looking forward to is Scholar. I played Scholar so much in Stormblood. I loved it. It was, the war medic, combat medic, excuse me, and it was just so fun. Feeling like a badass, healing, doing damage, putting on your dots. It felt good. It felt like not a brain dead healer. 5.0 Scholar feels, to me, I didn't really care for the changes to it. The new healing abilities I love. The new healing abilities are fantastic. I love the way they interact. I really like how they did that. But the fairy, obviously the pets in this game are not ideal. They're not the greatest, but, they are what they are. I'm hoping that Celine or Eos, whatever you choose to use, I'm hoping our fairy that they kind of tweak with the AI a little, or make it feel less bad to use. Combat abilities would be nice. Shadow Flare? God, I miss Shadow Flare. Shadow Flare was great. Just putting your dots on the enemies and then baning them. And even though it was severely lowered, that's great. And then Shadow Flare, which gives them heavy and makes them slower. It was so fun. But, they kind of homogenized all the healers in 5.0 to rebalance them. So, I understand why. But I've been healing Astro lately. And I for the longest time, I was healing White Mage, and that was a lot. White Mage is fun. I love White Mage. I love Astro. Nothing against any of the classes. I've maxed them all. I play them all at least once in the expansion, and then usually it depends on how much I'm playing near the end game, and that's usually when I'll kind of weed out what I just wanted to level and what I really want to focus on. And for Shadowbringers, that's been Astro and Bard. Dancer's really good. I did Dancer for a while. But yeah, Astro and Bard are my mains right now. Aside from Black Mage, but Black Mage I only really play... Black Mage is always my first run. And then I have to be in the mood to play Black Mage. Because Qs. I hate Qs. Bard, what would be really nice for Bard is an update to Quick Knock. I would like Quick Knock to finally be upgraded because, to be honest, it's kind of... we've been spamming the same AoE ability forever, you know? Give us an upgrade. A dot spreader would be too... I feel that would be asking too much, but I would love it. It's the unrealistic want, you know? And then, aside from that, I honestly don't know from Bard. It's so fluid right now. It feels so good. Finally, like, those are my really wanted job changes, but gameplay changes. I mean, not much, honestly. Just more dungeons, actually. I would love more dungeons than we got. I'm one of those weirdos that likes dungeons. I'm really excited for the new 24-man series. I love Final Fantasy XIV's lore, and I'm so excited to be learning more about the 12. As far as story, you know, personally, I loved Heaven's Ward the most out of the expansions in the story. Okay, I've moved us to the kitchen. I hope that Island Sanctuary is really fun. It looks super interesting, even the very little that we've gotten about it. I hope that eventually, during this expansion, they can do something about housing, because I have a house, sorry. But it's so hard for people to get houses. It's like, it shouldn't be that hard. It's such a side thing, but you know, everyone would like to have a house to decorate or to garden. Like, you gotta garden. The only place you can garden is in the house or at your free company. And not everyone has access to their garden at the free company. So I'm hoping that that is some kind of farming place. And then obviously everything with the minions in there. My little Dust Bunny minion is gonna have the time of his life. And then there's, and Delirium. Oh, I'm so excited to see what Delirium is gonna be. I'm super excited for Anima. I hope that there's more Final Fantasy X references, because Final Fantasy X-2 was my first Final Fantasy, and I played 10 after. I'm so excited to see what part Anima is gonna play, especially... Spoilers! At the end of the story quest, if you're all caught up, watch this. If you're not, click off right now. Okay? Spoilers. Okay, so if you're all caught up with 5.55, if you're all caught up, at the end, there's a scene with, what's his name? The crazy one. Fandaniel. There's a scene with Fandaniel and Gaius where, you know, he finally picks out a weapon. He kind of shows it off, and it's a scythe. It's the Reaper scythe, which I'm so excited for Reaper. I'm so excited for Sage. A new healer is going to be so much fun. But I digress. There's a scene where Fandaniel is walking towards this tower, and it looks a lot... It's got very Anima-like motifs all throughout it. And then you can hear a roar, and it sounds kind of like Anima's roar. I mean, it could be anyone's roar, who knows? But since they specifically teased Anima, I'm really hoping that it's something there. I hope that that's Anima. But I'd love to see more elements from past Final Fantasies brought in. The Metaflans from 13. I loved seeing them when we went into the dungeon under the Crystarium. I don't remember what it's called, sorry. The second I saw them, I was like, wow, 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 wow. That played in my head, and I just smiled so big. I was like, oh my God, if they do that, I'm gonna scream. I didn't, because they don't. But the thought was there. I would love to see more elements from 13. I loved 13. I mean, I know a lot of people hate that fan service-y kind of feel, but I kind of love it. Like, that's kind of what Final Fantasy XIV is, you know? It's often described as, you know, a theme park MMO. And the theme park is Final Fantasy, so, I mean, what's so wrong with fan service? Like, I get that it can be kind of pandery, but if it's not done in a way that is pandery, if it's not too in your face, I don't understand why people have a problem. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see in Endwalker. I'm filming this the day after the last footage because I had a flare-up and I had to stop for the night. So it's the next day, wearing a different shirt. And yes, it is the same shirt, just a different color. I'm autistic, leave me alone. It's a comfortable shirt, I like it. So naturally, I got 2 more. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment with what you're looking forward to in Endwalker. I'd love to hear. And if you're liking these videos, please think about subscribing. Bye.